Warm greetings of the day to one and all by 3H family. 3H Companion, an organization by the people, of the people, and for the people, believes in human empowerment, civilization, spirituality, behavioral ethics, and above all, integrity. It holds awareness program, counseling and training sessions, workshops in the field of education, soft skills, life skill management, psychology, innovation, rejuvenation, AI, EI, XQ for the better version of society. We are humbly privileged and honored to have our guest of honor, Dr. Siddharth Anand, a dynamic, very calm and grounded doctor as well as a person. He did his MBBS from JSS College, Mysore. He has served his duties as intern in Hindu Rao Hospital, Delhi, and junior resident in BJRM Hospital for 2 years. Personally, he would describe himself as a spiritual, calm, and confident person with a secret passion of drawing and painting. At his professional front, he had served as Corona warrior during the pandemic, wherein he got opportunity to treat number of patients and truly felt accomplished when they recovered and went happy and satisfied. During his school days, he was appointed as school prefect that developed in him a sense of responsibility and enhanced his leadership qualities other than his professional qualities. He tries to learn in other areas too. He always believes he is learning and growing in his life with a positive outlook, and he is grateful for that. And that's what he is meant as a very dynamic, simple, but passionate doctor. So big round of applause to Dr. Siddharth Anand. We also have with us Anuranjan Sharma, pursuing MBBS from ABVIMS and Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, New Delhi. Currently holding the post of batch representative of 2020 batch. He is also working as a volunteer in MSAI and IMA MSN organizations. Holding such posts helped him to recognize his leadership qualities in the free time. He likes to indulge himself with guitar and drawing, so he's a music lover, and that can be seen on his face. They help him to clean his head, heal his heart, and most importantly, lift his spirits high. Well done. So this is what keeps you so serene, dear Anuranjan. So big clap for our guest speaker, Dr. Anuranjan. He's pursuing MBBS, but he is a very good doctor since beginning. And now we have with us Dr. Kushagra Vedic. I am just addressing them doctor because I know they all are very good person. They know how to treat people. Before they get their degrees, they can be said doctor. Dr. Kushagra Vedic, pursuing MBBS from LLRM Medical College, Meerut. He is serving as the president of IMA MSN LLRM unit. He joined 3H years before, after which he felt a drastic change in himself over the journey of his life. Exploring the hidden zones he was good in was one of the biggest hunt, which rewarded him with huge list of fields. He could test his capabilities. He tried his mettle from orations to writing, from academics to IT. He developed a sense of leadership, which surely helped him bag few accomplishments in life, not only at a school level, but also at national platforms. He stood confident enough to hold the attention of gathering. And today, he is going to steal all our hearts, our mind, because he has already shared with us that he holds the attention of gathering. And we can see in his dynamic personality, so smart you look in your photograph as well. So big round of applause to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
A very hearty welcome to each one of the participants, guests, and whomsoever is present on Zoom or on YouTube or Facebook. We will be rocking with music as the therapy, which we always listens, hears, and even speaks. Music itself speaks. And that's what I would like to request Anuranjan to open today's session with the warm music. Let's rhyme and shine with music.
करो ना होता है आपको ट्यून सुनना चाहूँगा। Am I audible?
Yes, very much audible.
Thank you.
Wow, lovely music. Thank you so much, Anuranjan. So this is the beauty, that how one can treat others. If we start anything with music or with what we love to have, the ending always continue, it always be fruitful and the journey continues. And that's what we are going to do today. Today's topic, I would like to listen from Dr. Siddharth Anand. Dr. Siddharth, can we hear from you?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Uh,
Can we hear from
today,
you
we
about
all are
our
going-
today's topic? Yes, please.
Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Okay. Today, we actually going to talk about a very beautiful topic in our current scenario as well as from last many years. There has been do we really need a degree or certificate or diploma for a personal behavior of a patient towards doctor or doctor towards patient? As of now, we can see a lot of scenarios are going on. We are dealing with this, an epidemic in the world, all over the world of corona, and few times it has been a topic of discussion which has recently arisen, has been arising again and again, that in medical field or I guess in every field, do we really need a degree for a behavior and ethics? So I'm very thankful to Sansan ma'am for organizing on very beautiful topic that we really need to discuss in the current time. I'm very eager to hear from our both speakers today.
Great, Siddharth. Thank you for putting up the topic, and let's start our discussion. And right now that we can see the time of pandemic, and even for last 2 years we have been into it. Number of ways we have learned, number of things we gone through and experienced. And that's the beauty of life, what God has gifted us. And it becomes more beautiful when we start gifting something to God. And that's what is humanity. That's what is our behavior, our ethics. We need to be grounded with certain ethics. Great. So now, first thing which is coming to my mind is, like today in the scenario, we have specialty hospitals where we can find laughter clubs and spirituality zones available for patients and all faculty even. So what do you think? Is medical science failed in their advanced technology or medicines? Or what's the reason behind it? Why do we have these two there in hospitals these days? Any of you can answer me? What any of you can?
Ma'am, I feel that medicines are fine. Medicine will do their physiological job and everything, and but still we need our soul, our mind to be calm and at a focused thing, at a single point. And we should have a faith, like while we are recovering for anything, or we have been receiving any treatment, we need a confidence, or we need a sense of positivity in ourselves to recover. And that's what such clubs and laughter therapy has helped many people for sure. So it can be an additive effect, and for sure our body is integration of several uh, I'll say complicated machinery and complicated things, and it's a bit thing that's still outside the knowledge of science, that how are this thinking and thinking abilities and everything has been helping our body to recover so fast. See, we have many clinical cases also where the patient had the faith in doctor and the medicine and the treatment, recovered very well. Then the patient who were like complaining and having lots of questions about whether they will be safe or not, or whether they will be recovering from this thing or not. So I'll say it's all about confidence, and it's all about keeping ourselves at a single point, or keeping ourselves together while through the whole procedure of recovering from any disease. So these things have surely helped, I'll say.
Very rightly put up that it's not only medicines, but it's your faith in God, believes in yourself, and trust in your doctor that can make you recover, right? And it has been, researched as well as it has been proved as well that yes, prayers are miraculous. Faith is magnanimous. So to have that faith, positivity, life rejuvenation, we have such clubs. Because today, when we are multitasking, when we have lots of things here and there, we need such things. We need certain attempts. So with medicines, because medicines, right, that they do their own work. Without medicines, we cannot do. That has also been proved. So both the things should go side by side. Very well said. Now, another thing what we have to limelight here is about behavioral ethics. Do you think behavioral ethics are useful in medical profession? Do you think?
Yes, ma'am. A relationship between doctor and patient is most important. First, when a patient comes, it is it is the behavior of doctor that attracts a patient towards him or her. like when like a well dressed, like in recent times we have seen that they are जो न्यू जनरेशन है उसमें कि सब तो उसमें होता है कि लाइक जैसे जो वेल ड्रेस्ड हैं उस तरह, तो उनको पेशेंट लाइक एडमायर करता है, अपने पास से जाता है। एंड जब हम देखते हैं कि जब तक पेशेंट अपना बिलीफ नहीं रखेगा, बिलीफ आएगा डॉक्टर के बिहेवियर से। मतलब कोई भी अगर डॉक्टर का बिहेवियर कैजुअल होगा रिगार्डिंग इस पेशेंट, तो पेशेंट भी उसे नहीं ले पाएगा सीरियसली। एंड सेम विद द पेशेंट, अगर पेशेंट लाइक अपना बिहेवियर डॉक्टर के सामने ठीक नहीं रख सकता, नहीं रख रहा, तो डॉक्टर भी उसमें अपना अपना बेस्ट नहीं दे पाएगा ना, क्योंकि
Very well said. Very well said. This is very true. Actually, this, if we talk about behavioral ethics, this means what you said, that besides your dress up, besides your external behavior, you must be very prompt at your internal behavior. Because that internal behavior only touches the mind and the heart of another person. And it's not only this profession, it's in every profession, that the two, those who are there for each other, they need to have some behavioral ethics which should touch, which should make other people comfortable with you. And a doctor and a patient, it's a relation where one has to be recovered and another has to treat. So the one who has to treat should know each and everything about the patient. And that can be only known when the patient is free to speak, is comfortable to share. And the doctor who is treating is grounded with those behavioral ethics, can easily do this, can easily make the patient to speak, to share. Thank you so much, Anuranjan. You have nailed it. And that's what I wish that our younger generation, our doctors, coming up doctors, they should know that behavioral ethics is much more important than how they are dressing. Okay, so another thing which always keeps me, my mind hovering, that if there are no ethics of a person in personal or professional life, how does it impact upon one's personality?
Ma'am, medical fraternity, what I felt like from past many years, it's all about ethics. Now everything revolves around ethics. It's ethics not only from the doctor side but also from the patient side too. It's everything is bilateral here. Like whatever a doctor expects from a patient is same thing the patient expects from a doctor also. So it's bilateral here. Ethics are very important in this fraternity because if someone goes out of the track, it's upon the whole fraternity then. No, if someone has done something wrong, the whole fraternity is being blamed for that thing. So what I feel like ethics is the most important thing while you are in the field or in this fraternity, that you should always consider while treating a patient, because it's a noble job. I feel it's a noble job, and it's not made for something to be rich, to be famous, or to get anything your personal agenda get done through these professions. So it's about serving the nation, it's about serving the humanity. So while serving, ethics are at the top, and that I can proudly say that ethics had been taught in the medical colleges from past many years, but from a few years the government has also introduced a mandatory curriculum for ethics, and doctors from now has been well versed in their ethics and are sticking to it. We can't always say for the whole fraternity or the whole batch who is passing from the medical colleges, but still many of them hold to their ethics, and thankful to those modules which are making them to hold this to this thing. And I felt like it has helped, holding to the ethics have helped many doctors while treating patient, because you can't predict the future of a patient. No, patient has come to you with lots of hope, and sometimes it's not in our hand to fulfill their hopes. And seriously, if we personally also feel that if our hopes are not fulfilled, we'll be anguished, and this anger is always on the doctor side. No, this always bursts out on the doctor. So doctor also needs to understand that someone's feelings have been hurt, someone's uh, this
Emotions.
emotional, yeah, this
Yes.
emotions has been hurt. So it's also on the doctor too. So doctors have been able to control themselves. So I believe when patients are also being too nice to the doctors now after so much of this pandemic and all, they have realized the role of doctors. So ethics from both the sides are very important, I must say.
Very right. And since you have already talked about hope, so my next thing comes over hope. Is it medical science or doctor's behavior that revive the hope in patient's heart for the speedy recovery?
I guess obviously it's the doctors. Oh, sorry, sir.
May I?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Hope, ma'am, I would like to say for this, hope is basically, I guess, in every field or every day we should hope. Then hope makes us positive, and being positive and hopeful brings faith actually. And that faith, especially in doctors. First of all, whenever a person gets sick, you'll always see one would go and try to Google out, try to get experience from others. We should go to which doctor, which hospital, which medical fraternity should we consult first. So it's basically our journey basically starts with a hope. We want to get treated, we want to get okay, we want to get out of this current disease scenario. And with after going to a doctor, basically I personally feel and have experienced the confidence or hope on what a doctor can give, basically what we call as counseling to the patient, that will work wonders. Hope it's like an engine, it gives petrol to the engine, like gives willpower, it will increase the willpower of the patient basically. So hope is totally, one should be hopeful, and with the same time they should also believe everything has pros and cons, every coin has two sides. We should always be positive in and having a good willpower to get okay. At the same time, you should always believe with the medicine, current medicine, whatever one is taking, he's going to be all right. And with this faith, with particular faith, we can achieve this.
Very, very well said by you, Siddharth, that, this behavior, it revived the hope. It always tells other person that, yes, you can believe, you can trust, because believe, I found it's in within ourselves, but we find trust in others. And if we have faith in God, trust in our doctor, and believe in ourselves, definitely these three can speed up the recovery of anybody. Great. And Anuranjan, you have some inputs, I think, there to put up. You want to share?
Yes, ma'am. Like belief is the patient doesn't know about medicine much. He knows that he will get better with medicine, but the hope that he will get better comes from the doctor. Like that's all.
Great. Yes. That's what Siddharth said right now. Dr. Siddharth also added the same thing, that it just gives us confidence, right? To believe in ourselves and trust in others. Because if we talk about behavioral ethics, they are legal and moral codes, right? They are legal and moral codes which are grown by every individual. And if not, it must be grown in every individual from the very foundation, because it helps in balancing of emotional intelligence and social quotient. And it is very, very necessary for any relationship, any relationship. So we all must have some of our ethics. And if those ethics, when put up in our behavior, we are into the creativity, righteousness, and we are known for a very a serene person. So for that, it is great to hear from all three of you. There is one more thing in my mind, which I need to speak to all the people here. We say that, doctors are like God, or we consider doctors as God. When we consider doctor as God, then we need to have that faith and that trust in God. It's not like, something happened which is not according to you. Then you start blaming or hurting or doing some illegal things with doctors. If God does the same, what we say, whatever happens, happen for good. We cannot question God. So the same way, when you're considered doctors as God, then God, doctors should also get those faith and offerings from us. We need also to appreciate our doctors' efforts. During this pandemic and corona time, there are so many doctors. I salute my heads off to all the doctors' fraternity. They were on their toes and heels to serve us. They didn't even care about themselves. And so many doctors you have already read in the newspapers. They have lost their lives too. So this is both sides. What Kushagra said, that this is both sides. Patient side as well as doctor side. That we should have some behavioral ethics that always make us understand who we are. How shall we treat others? How shall we cope up with the situations? We cannot only blame and curse the time. Now we need to be together. So this is really, I should say that there are many insights and takeaways from all three of you. And the last, not the least, but there is an announcement. That is the winners of the last quiz. We have winners of the last quiz that took place. So, just a minute. Names of those participants. Let me take out the names. Winners of the last quiz. Hearty congratulations to each one of you. Tanya Tevatia, Pavani Bharadwaj, Priyansha Gupta, Priyam Agarwal, Manasvi, Pavani Bharadwaj, Pavani I have already announced, sorry, Uttam Sharma and Anusha Haq. So give a big round of applause to all the winners of the last quiz. Now, for today's quiz, I request Tushar to share the questions on the screen. All shall be alert now to read the question and share. Both the questions are together. Both the questions are there together. Who did MBBS from JSS College, Mysore? Three options are there. Kushagra Vedic, Siddharth Anand, Anuranjan Sharma. Only option you can pick up, question number 1 and option, and you can share in the chat box of Zoom chat box. Who believes that playing guitar cleans the head and heals the heart? Options are Siddharth Anand, Kushagra Vedic, and Anuranjan Sharma. Kushal,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, it's over now.
Okay, I'll just stop.
Yeah, you can stop. It's time to felicitate. It's time to appreciate. It's time to celebrate. Before that, from the audience side, is there anybody who wants to share anything? Just we will give you 1 minute time. If you want to speak anything, want to share anything, want to ask anything, any question from the audience side? Anyone? You can unmute yourself.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
This is Fatma.
Hello, Fatma.
Hi.
Welcome to UniQ.
You're my idol. I saw your many episodes, ma'am. How are you?
Thank you. I'm all good. Thank you, Fatma.
Ma'am, you very well said, ma'am. Really, doctors are like God, and current situation shows and proof it.
Right, right. So we shall admire. We shall give a hearty
ma'am.
clap, right, to all the doctors.
Very
Thank you,
adorable
Fatma.
Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am.
Thank you, Fatma. Thank you.
Yeah, Chantalji, may I?
Ji, yes, please.
Yeah, hi, it's Dr. Kavita Nalva, and first of all, my heartiest thanks to you for bringing such a wonderful, session for all of us. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate all the three young doctors who have been here for sharing their views. And I do believe that behavioral ethics should not be restricted to the medical profession, but I think to be a true human being, we should all stick to the good behavioral ethics. And once again, thanks to you, Chanchalji, Heenaji, get well soon, and thanks to all the young doctors, and thank you everybody for being in this session. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am. And thanks for being with us. Okay, so now we shall start our felicitation round. And for that, I would like Kushag to share the screen. Dr. Siddharth, V3H family is humbly honored with your gracious presence at UniQ @ Kuch Baatein Zindagi Ki. We proudly present a token of love as this certificate of gratitude and appreciation for rendering valuable time and virtuosity at this board. Thank you, Dr. Siddharth.
Thank you.
Hearty congratulations. Now, Dr. Siddharth, we would like you to felicitate our upcoming doctor, Mr. Anuranjan Sharma.
I really congratulate Dr. Anuranjan Sharma for initially for giving us a very beautiful piece of music which he presented in starting, and I really believe with the coming time we all will have a very beautiful soul as a working professional doctor in our life, and I really congratulate for all those valuable points you put in front of us today. Thank you, Dr. Anuranjan Sharma.
Thank you, sir.
Hearty congratulations, Anuranjan sir. Okay, now we have Mr. Kushag Vedic. Yes, Dr. Siddharth.
Again, a very beautiful soul, very insightful. Dr. Kushag Vedic. It was brilliant. You hosted such beautifully along with our Chantal ma'am today, and you put forward a very beautiful point. And I really hope a very bright future. And the same, we all will be getting a very beautiful soul as a doctor in the near future. I really want to congratulate Dr. Kushag.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Thank you.
Dr. Kushag, hearty congratulations. We have
Thank you,
already added doctors to you because you have treated today so well. All the audience, all the people, those who are here, with your kind words and gestures, and tell us that this is a word of humanity. The profession is humane itself, and you people are working upon it. I'm so proud of being your teacher. You know, I remember from the very beginning till now how that love, that bonding grows in our heart, and we are still attached. So, this is the proud moment for a teacher to hear from those students whom she always loved to hear. Thank you for being with us.
thank
I
you, ma'am.
want
It
to,
was an honor to be here.
pleasure is mine from all of you, that you always remember in your hearts all the learnings, all the enjoyment which we ever had, and it is forever. Uh, I would like to thank Almighty for this beautiful evening, that with the gracious blessings and the showers of blessings of Almighty, we all are assembled under one umbrella on this Zoom platform at UniQ at the rate with Baatein Zindagi. And we talked some life skills, some Zindagi ke falsafe. And beautifully, all the people here, they decorate them with their words, with their thoughts and ideas. So a big thanks to all the participants, all the audience, along with our guest of honor, guest speakers. So thank you. My namaste once again to all. Here we now end up our session with a hope that always take us, always revive us, that yes, we together will make this world beautiful. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.